Thank you very much, and thank you for turning out this Memorial Day weekend. I know there's a lot of beaches calling all of us, maybe tomorrow. So we have a lot of really great people to thank. First of all, I'd just like to say that Canto Studios is very thankful, well, to everybody in the city of Huntsville practically for adopting us. And a year ago, we really didn't exist. I know you wouldn't know it from some of the themes tonight, but we have a Christian basis to our school. We have some unusual plots tonight, and that's just the way of Broadway and opera, but I really think that Jeremiah 20:11, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you a future and a hope. That's my life verse, and if I could have told you I would be running a private school a year ago this time, I would have told you you were pretty crazy. So, but I'm very thankful to come to Huntsville, and the performers here tonight are really a result of my having the opportunity to be at A&M, also Oakwood Ballet Conservatory. I've had the privilege of working at Ars Nova, and so a lot of these students are people that I know through other venues as well as Canto Studios. So just want to take a moment to recognize the many places in Huntsville that have adopted us. First of all, this beautiful church, Trinity United Methodist, has allowed us to be here, even in spite of some of our exciting repertoire, and the National Bank of Commerce. And so if someone could very kindly help us get this to Mrs. Tammy and Mr. Steve McCurry. I know they're right down there somewhere, hiding in the darkness. Thank you so much. We want to thank Mrs. Tammy and Mr. Steve McCurry and Mary Beth Buchanan and all the many people here at Trinity United Methodist Church for making it possible for us to be here. We'd also like to thank another church who has adopted us, Ms. Becky Waters and the staff of First Christian Church on Whitesburg. They very kindly allowed us to rehearse there each Saturday, and now we're going to have some Saturdays off. But we really want to recognize Becky Waters and First Christian Church. The Huntsville Community Chorus really took us under their wing. They're doing a show that's coming up, Show Tunes, and a lot of these performers are in Show Tunes. So we're very, very lucky. You'll see an advertisement for Show Tunes. Is it 2 weeks? Whoops, next week. Oh my gosh. So that's why I never see a lot of these students half the time, because they're in both shows, and so they have 3 other rehearsals a week. But we really want to recognize Mrs. Nikki Lighthall and the Lighthall family. They have a very appropriate name, Lighthall, because their son, Chris, designed the lights. Their son, Tim, wait a minute, I have that backwards. No, Chris designed them, Tim's running them. Okay, and their family helped us find the equipment. So can somebody kindly find the light bulbs? They're up there by the lights. All right, Nikki Lighthall, thank you so much. Well, and we got to know Theater Huntsville recently. I'm new to Huntsville, so just about everyone and everything is new for me, and they're all beautiful people. Theater Huntsville is the reason we had a musical, Shays, and Mrs. Leslie Bofill and Theater Huntsville loaned that to us. And Senor Carlos is our wonderful master of ceremonies, and so we're very grateful. And they have a show called Musicals, which I happen to be in. And so I want you to be sure to look at their season, which is listed along with Huntsville Community Chorus's season in your program. So congratulations to both of them. We're blessed with a lot of talent here tonight. We have Dr. Danny Hudson conducting from Alabama A&M. I should have given an award for having a good heart on The Wizard of Oz, too. I didn't get around to that. But a lot of these people have great hearts, and this is the award for extraordinary stage management, properties, marketing, costume design, and community service. Mrs. Lorianne Bradley. Where is she? Right, Lorianne Bradley. She's where she always is, backstage. All right, David Kane will take. She's very very shy. And she's also hosting the cast party, so she must be a little crazy too. So, all right, and then we have her daughter for participation in props, stage management, and community service, Miss Hallie Bradley. Miss Hallie Bradley? Hallie Bradley. They're all hiding, I'm sorry. This is the award for extraordinary sound design going to David Zajac. And you know if you're in this show, your name's going to be called, so you might as well head this way. Somebody get the stills.
Here it goes.
Mommy? I can't. Yay, David Zajac. I guess somebody will have to run this upstairs. This is for Mr. Chris Lighthall, running the lights, and 7 Mingo, spot operator. Thank you very much. If I could put a spot on you, I would. I don't know if Patricia's around anywhere, but she loaned us some furniture and was very kind as an usher, and she's a really great soprano in our studio, but she decided to go on tour in New York, so she's probably on her way to a plane somewhere. So, let's see. Well, and then my very shy fiance, Brian, is probably hiding somewhere, but he won't get tickets. So, he's hiding, he knows stuff. Okay, let's see. Mrs. Tonya Herda helped us with sets and community service and sponsorship. Tanya, are you here? Schutz family helped us as a sponsor and bake sale assistance. Is Mrs. Schutz here? Mr. Jordan couldn't be here tonight, but Mr. Christopher Jordan is the teacher of the marvelous George Edwards at A&M University, and he's the head of the voice department, so let's give him a hand. Let's see, where's George? Could you accept this on his behalf? And also, I might need somebody, Miss Tamara, to accept this. We'd like to give an award to Dr. Julie Moore Foster at Oakwood University for being the wonderful teacher of tomorrow. And Oakwood also is the reason we have these beautiful opera costumes. They were donated by Mr. Zajac to Oakwood University, and now they have a permanent home at Oakwood, so we're very thankful for those. We also, maybe Miss Devonia will have to accept this award. This is for Professor Makita Hampton, the teacher of Devonia at Oakwood University. We have a lot of voice teachers in Huntsville, and a lot of them have helped make this program possible, so we want to recognize them. This is a person we probably couldn't have lived without. I've come to wish that I was an engineer, but there's absolutely no hope for that, I'm afraid. No talent in the math and science area here. But Cheryl Steele, she's in the Broadway Ladies and the Gypsy Scene, costume design, production team, and backstage work. Cheryl Steele. And also our most beautiful Broadway lady and Christine and Phantom of the Opera, Christine Markel. And her mom, Dottie, made some cookies, too, so. And a wonderful Broadway performer, and Annie Spamalot, helped with props, costumes, and she weekly, and her husband, rescue me from technology disasters, Angela Keys. And we'd like to thank this person for hair, makeup, and community service. I'm not sure. Stephanie's she's not able to be here. She was very ill tonight, but wherever she is, we hope she's feeling better. Stephanie's on the clap for her. All right, and a wonderful person from the Valley Conservatory. I want to recognize Valley Conservatory and Dr. Renee Collins and Miss Zarda Jones from Valley Conservatory. And let's see, we have a beautiful Galinda soloist, Miss Julia Herda. We want to thank her friend Camille for being the Green Witch. Yay! And oh, here's another person. Oh boy, she did everything, so I can barely fit it on here. Gypsy, Figaro, costume design, and production work. Miss Crystal Beard. I'm sorry, but the whole show couldn't have happened without Crystal Beard. I did not know the beauty of an Excel spreadsheet quite the way I know it now until I met Crystal. I got to learn more about that this summer. Okay, this is a person who was absolutely incredible tonight in Broadway Lace and Jekyll and Hyde with Sarah Bradley. And here's a person who helped with the set, community service. He's my student at A&M, Mr. Daniel Burton. And here's a person who helped with production team. Oh yeah, we can't live without this person. The Hands of Bridge stars, an incredible, awesome voice, Mr. David Kane. And here's a person, I'm hoping he's still here somewhere. Yes, he is, the guest artist in The Barber of Seville, Marriage of Figaro, and Cosy Ventuti, Mr. James Testa, UAH. And we want to thank Karen Young at UAH too. We can't take credit for everything here. And here's a person who's in Marriage of Figaro and sang incredibly in Cosy Ventuti, Mr. George Edwards. Here's a very wonderful guest artist from Oakwood University, Devonia Galbraith. Here's an invaluable person, Hand of Bridge, Cosy Ventuti, Marriage of Figaro, Mr. Tom Rogers, also helped with the set. Oh, here's a person that we can't say enough good things about, Hand of Bridge, Marriage of Figaro, Les Mis, community service, and the president of the Huntsville Community Chorus, Beverly Ketchum. And this is a person in Marriage of Figaro, Cosy Ventuti, a beautiful, gorgeous guest artist, Miss Tamara Richards. And here's a guest Annie soloist, Miss Lily Gantz. We want to recognize her teacher, Luz Ladrianos. Wow, very beautiful job. And let's see, amazing performer Annie and helping with props, Miss Morgan McCurry. Here's a great performer and Annie Les Mis Broadway ladies and helping with props, Miss Jonna Schutz. We want to recognize Miss Dixie as well, her teacher, very beautiful. And participation in Broadway ladies, Annie Les Mis, and dance captain is Katie Brown. I'm not sure this person here, Julie Ray, anywhere. We had a NASA specialist who helped me with these certificates. So Julie, wherever you are, I hope you're having a good time. And let's see, scenic designer, I don't think she could be here. Miss Yuri Ozaki, you got to check her out at Low Mill. She made these beautiful backdrops, incredible Huntsville artists. We'll hear it for Yuri. Community service and extraordinary choreography from Ann's School of Dance. Is Emily Brown here? There she is. Beautiful job with choreography, Emily Brown. And let's see, lighting design and community service, Mr. Tim Lighthall. Maybe his mom will accept on his behalf. Mickey gets to come up here all the time. Did Jennifer McKeever make it tonight? Yes? No? Maybe? Somewhere? I don't know if she's here. Jennifer McKeever helped us with makeup. If you're here, Jennifer, you have a certificate waiting for you. Community service, and also Mr. Tim Hollingsworth helped us erect these sets along with many other people. Miss Beverly Ketchum hopefully can accept on his behalf. Tim Hollingsworth. All right. I don't think she's able to be here tonight, but maybe Mrs. McCurry can help me get this to her, Mrs. Mary Beth Buchanan, John Watson, and the Trinity United Methodist Church staff. Let's hear it for them. Wow. I'm sure there's a lot of other people to thank. Well, gosh, there are. But those are the ones that didn't quite make it. If we missed you, we want to thank everybody in the whole city of Huntsville for adopting us. We have one more wonderful piece for you, and have a great and wonderful evening. Thank you for coming.